The House of Horrors was a place where child abuse occurred and was discovered in a home in Perris, California, in which David and Louise Turpin imprisoned their 13 children, aged between 2 and 29 years of age, possibly for decades. David Allen Turpin was born on the 17th of October 1961, and Louise Ann Turpin was born on the 24th of May 1968. It all began when David, 17, and Louise, 10, first met and then later married in 1985 at the ages of 23 and 16 respectively. The couple eloped, angering Louise's father, church pastor Wayne Robinette. David is a computer engineer. In 1979, he attended Princeton High School in West Virginia. The school's yearbook listed him as the treasurer of the Bible Club, co-captain of the chess club, and a member of the science club and a cappella choir. Louise's occupation was listed in court documents as a homemaker. The couple were devout Christians, and they kept having children because God called on them to do so. Louise was obsessed with witchcraft, satanic rituals, and Ouija boards. Louise and David explored different religions and engaged in swinging. In the House of Horrors, the Turpins shackled, beat, and strangled their children. Their miserly one meal a day usually consisted of peanut butter sandwiches or a packet of chips, and they were only allowed to shower once per year. Feces adorned the carpet, as the kids weren't always allowed to go to the bathroom. If they washed their hands past their wrists, this was considered to be bathing, and they would be punished. Pies and home-cooked meals would often be made and left sitting on the counter in view of the children, but they weren't allowed to touch it. They limited contact with the outside world as much as possible, and lied about their education attendance between 2010 to 2017. According to investigators, the older children were so malnourished that they appeared to be much younger. The eldest, a 29-year-old woman, weighed just 82 pounds or 37 kilograms. Some of the siblings appeared to lack the basic knowledge of the world, being unfamiliar with what medicine, dentist, and police were. In one statement, a daughter said, "Sometimes I wake up and I can't breathe because how dirty the house is." The case is considered extraordinary for a number of reasons, such as the abuse being done to multiple children by two parents, whereas the abuse with only one child victim is more common. Also, there aren't many cases of children being tortured where the abuse is calculated. The children, whose names all begin with the letter J, were kept indoors, but were allowed out for Halloween or on trips to Disneyland and Las Vegas, which were posted to Facebook to make it seem that they were enjoying life. The Turpins rented a postal box in Burleson, Texas from 1986 to 2003. They lived in Rio Vista and Fort Worth and left the area in 2010. This wasn't disclosed to the authorities. In the Turpins' California house, the yard was unkept with overgrown weeds, prompting a code violation. Neighbours reported that on the occasion they would see children, they would freeze and stay silent when spoken to, like children whose only defence was to be invisible. They would skip around rather than walk, and appeared malnourished and pale. They were planning to move to Oklahoma at the time of the arrest. The Turpin children had been planning an escape for more than 2 years. On the 14th of January 2018, 2 of them left the house through a window. One returned home out of fear, but her 17-year-old daughter got away. She was in possession of a cell phone, and although it was deactivated, she was able to call 911. When police met her, she showed officers photos of the conditions in the house. Deputies of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department converged on the house, where they found the other 12 siblings, one of whom was 22, was shackled to a bed with chains. The deputies suspected that the additional 2 had been shackled prior to their entry into the house. It was dark and foul-smelling. The deputies described the siblings as having a malnourished, dirty appearance and looking to be younger than their ages. They initially assumed that all 13 in the group were minors, but they later determined that their ages ranged from 2 to 29, with 7 of them being legal adults as of the day they were found. The Sheriff's Department said that Louise was perplexed when the deputies entered the residence. They also said that the parents were unable to immediately provide a logical reason why the children were restrained in the manner that they were. The 6 minors, ranging from ages 2 to 17, were transported to a medical centre where they were admitted to the paediatrics unit for treatment. The facility treated the 7 adult siblings, ranging from 18 to 29, that appeared as small and clearly malnourished, but stable, relieved, and very friendly. As of late February, the 7 adult children remained at the medical centre, while the 6 younger siblings were in the care of 2 foster homes. The Turpins were arrested and detained, but pleaded not guilty to all charges. On the 19th of April 2019, the couple was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years, although experts believe they would never receive parole due to the severity of their crimes.